Hey everyone, Demon Mike here for this beginner's guide video for Heroes of the Storm. And we're going over the map Haunted Mines. So let me change to Illidan and let's start it up. So on the Haunted Mines, it's quite a bit different from the other maps because you're wanting to enter a whole nother section of a map. You go inside the mines, and as you'll see here on the bottom right screen where the mini-map is, there's two different mini-maps. The top one here, that's the ground level, and this is just the main part of the map, and then this is the mines. And you got the top of the mines up here, and it will lead you right here in the on the mini map, and that'll put you right there in the mines. Then the bottom entrance is right here, and it puts you down here. In the mines, you want to gather skulls, and there's only 100 skulls available within the mine at a time. So the closer you get to 100, the better, and you try to prevent the enemy team from getting the skulls. If you're able to get all 100, then your golem is really strong. Either way, if you don't get any skulls, your team is going to still spawn a golem, but it just won't be as strong, especially if you let the other team get 100. That heal saved my life. Okay. But yeah, there's two different watchtowers, and that provides a good amount of sight on the map, on the ground level, and it also gives sight to the siege camps, so you can see when they're being attacked, and if there's like melee or something attacking them, then you can sometimes see them if they're that close to the watchtower. So I guess that's kind of a tip. If you are melee, try to stand at a distance when you're fighting those siege camps. And here's the first set of mines. Well, mine, whatever you want to call it. And this is how it's set up. We got 3 groups on this back side of the mine, and these undead can drop multiple skulls. So this is especially at the start, this is one of the best spots to go after. Later on, these mobs, these undead, will have less skulls, and the boss will have more. I'll show you the boss here in a second. It's just on this far right over here. Just gotta clear out the competition here, and then we can continue. Okay. Now we can do the boss. It's a rather tough boss, as you just saw it hit Diablo really hard with that AoE, so you really want to avoid that. And he doesn't hit very soft with his regular melee attacks, so it's definitely something you want to consider doing with at least one other person, especially if you're hero can't regenerate health in any way. And while you're fighting the golem boss, you're making him drop skulls periodically every time you're hitting him. So just try to collect them as they drop and prevent the enemy team from coming and stealing them. Okay, so our team has 82 and the enemy team has 18. Their golem is spawning here at the top. The left golem, my team, is spawning down here in the bottom. And that's the lanes it's going to travel. They don't travel down the same lane. And for good reason. The golems are just set to go after buildings. They don't attack heroes at all. They still do their AoE and their entangle that you saw me avoiding in the mine. There was that circle on the ground that you want to avoid. I don't think I actually spoke out loud about that. So just make sure you're avoiding that. There's the circle now. Diablo just got hit by it and got entangled. So that can really get you killed if the team is pushing with the golem. Which in most cases, if you got this stronger golem, especially this kind of ratio, where you got a ton more skulls than the enemy team, then it's normally much better to push with your golem, because it's going to be able to tank for a long time and you're going to be able to give pressure against the enemy team, whether they are there or not. If they're not there trying to kill that really strong golem, then you can push really well and break down forts, get really far ahead on experience. Just make sure the enemy team can't counter you with like mercenaries or something with their golem. That would be like the only way they could actually counter is if their golem was weak and they had mercenaries with a golem, then they could probably keep up. So just keep that in mind. Make sure that they don't have any kind of advantage at all before you decide to push with your golem, because your golem by itself is going to be doing a lot of damage to the towers. Just keep in mind that you got to always be aware what the enemy team is doing and try to counter it. And I think about the only thing I didn't mention yet was this middle camp is the bruiser camp. And that can travel down either lane. I'm not sure if it's random or if it has some kind of set to it, but it can travel down either side. So I'm not 100% on that. In fact, I'm gonna go do it now, and I'll likely add an annotation if I find this out and let you guys know. It could be set so that it goes on the opposite lane from your golem. I'm not sure on that, like I already mentioned. But that definitely went in the top lane, opposite of the golem. I doubt we'll be able to see another set that has still a 3-minute 30-second cooldown on the respawn. And another tip for you: you can enter the mines at any time once they're open. So I think that the open time is 2 minutes in, and then once they're open, they are open, and you can enter them anytime. And you can use that to your advantage to try to get away from the enemies if you're having to try to escape them. If they caught you off guard and you're in an uneven fight, then you can try to escape them by either just jumping into the mines and trying to run up to the other side, or quickly jumping right back out as they come in. That can really throw people off and make you survive something that you normally wouldn't be able to. But yeah, just again, whenever you hear and see the mines when it's coming up, just get ready. You can come in here a little bit early and just get into position for the undead and collect the skulls as fast as possible so the enemy team doesn't have a chance to get any skulls. That will make you keep the lead that you got and make them stay on defense rather than being able to counter anything you're doing. But still, you definitely want to keep an eye out what the enemy team's doing. Gotta kill that heal totem. That heal totem only takes one hit, but it does heal for a lot. So if you see that, if you see the enemy team drop that, make sure you're just killing it really quick and then going back to the kill target. So this golem's a 100 golem, biggest golem possible. Let's see if this merc camp's coming up. Nope. Another minute. I don't think the game's gonna last another minute with that golem there. Golem's already on their core. It's about to spawn. I guess another tip I could give is if you're standing right on top of where the golem spawns, when it spawns, it will knock you back. So that's normally not something you want to do. So if you're melee, especially, just step next to it, but not on top of it, and then start hitting it once it's alive. There's another heal totem. There we go. Okay, that is game over. So, yeah, I think I covered all the basics for this map. Just make sure you're always paying attention to when the mines are available and collect those skulls as fast as possible. Keep an eye on the enemy team and try to counter whatever they're doing. Hope this video helped. Thanks for watching and have a good one.